Good afternoon, my dear students. So today we are going to continue with BRS, Bank Reconciliation Statement. As we have already discussed in the previous class, the basic concepts about the Bank Reconciliation Statement and why do we prepare it, what are the need for that, all these things we have discussed in the previous class. So today we are going to continue with a sum. We'll take up a sum where we'll be discussing about how it is solved, how the problems are solved, and we will come to know about the preparation of the Bank Reconciliation Statement. So, as I have already told you, bank reconciliation statement is prepared by a customer for knowing the reasons why there is variation in the bank column of cash book and the balance as per passbook. Okay. So to know the differences, we prepare the bank reconciliation statement. So here we have taken up a question which is saying like this, that prepare a bank reconciliation statement from the following as on 31st of March 2016. So we have to carefully monitor that what is our deadline date. So our deadline date is 31st of March. So remember this date because this is the base of limit, that is that will be setting the limit up to which we are going to take the transaction into consideration. मतलब 31 मार्च 2016 तक जो भी लेन देन होगा उसको हम लोग कंसिडर करेंगे, उसके बाद जो भी लेन देन होगा वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू टेक दैट इनटू अकाउंट. ठीक है, हम लोग उसका हिसाब नहीं करेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारा जो प्रिपरेशन ऑफ बैलेंस शीट है, सॉरी प्रिपरेशन ऑफ बैंक रिकॉन्सिलिएशन स्टेटमेंट है, वो कौन से डेट पे है? वो 31 ऑफ मार्च 2016 में है. इसी के लिए वो उसी डेट तक कन्फाइंडेड होगा, चाहे जो भी हो जाए उसके बाद हम लोग उसको इग्नोर करेंगे. वी विल टेक इनटू कंसिडरेशन ओनली अप टू 31 ऑफ मार्च. ठीक है, सो दैट इज आवर फर्स्ट concept we should know. After that what you are going to do is that we'll prepare two boxes, small boxes. One for cash book where you will write CB, which will refer to cash book, and the other side will be passbook, PB, passbook, and in between the two we will put equal to, because that is our objective. What is our objective? Our objective is to make cash book equal to the passbook. Okay, reconcile मतलब हमने सेम बनाना है, कैश बुक को और पासबुक को सेम बनाना है. Okay, we'll put it in a box. Now next duty is to find out which is our base, that is either it's a cash book that is our base or the passbook is the base. Now what is the base? बेस वो होता है जिसका बैलेंस तुम्हें दिया होगा क्वेश्चन में. ओके, जिसका बैलेंस तुम्हें दिया होगा क्वेश्चन में. लाइक अगर बैंक बैलेंस एज पर कैश बुक दिया हुआ है, ओके, बैंक बैलेंस एज पर कैश बुक दिया हुआ है, देन कैश बुक हमारा बेस है. और अगर बैंक बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक दिया हुआ है, देन पासबुक हमारा बेस है. ऐसा भी क्वेश्चन होता है जहां पे दोनों का बेस दिया हुआ होता है. ओके, बोथ द कैश बुक बैलेंस एज वेल एज पासबुक बैलेंस is given. So in that case you will take either the cash book or the passbook, any one you can take. Okay, so that should be clear to you that whether you are going to take cash book or passbook, it will depend totally on the question, and if both the balances are given then only you can choose any one. Okay, so जो भी तुम चूज करोगे वो ही तुम्हारा बेस होगा. बेस होने का मतलब क्या होता है पता है? All adjustment will be done only and only with the base. Now in this question, what is the base? Debit balance as per bank column of the cash book. देखो cash book का balance दिया हुआ है. So debit balance means favorable balance. I told you in the last video also that debit balance of cash book means money is there in the bank. Okay, money is there in the bank. So that means I am having money in my account, means it is a favorable balance. So here what it is given, debit balance as per the bank column of the cash book. So cash book is our base here. Okay, cash book is the base. So all the adjustment will be done only in the cash book. You cannot do any changes in the passbook. You can only make the changes in the cash book. So what we will do is that we will just make a star of the cash book, star mark. This will be showing, this will be indicating that it is the base. Okay, it is the base. It's just for the understanding purpose. Now let's start the question. So first one, in the first item itself we can see that what is given here, it is given that debit balance as per bank column of cash book. So cash book is showing a debit balance, that means plus positive balance. Okay, you have to understand the whole concept of this particular bank reconciliation statement is moving around this plus minus. Okay, whether you are going to add something, whether you are going to deduct something, that is going to be the base. So here what you are seeing, it is a favorable balance, or it is a positive balance, that is a plus balance. How much? 3,72,000. Now coming to the next one, what is in the next? Number 2, dividend, sorry, check issued to a creditor. Now try to understand what is mentioned here. चेक इशूड टू ए क्रेडिटर, मतलब हम लोगों ने चेक दिया है क्रेडिटर को. ओके, नॉट, okay, but not yet presented. There is a typing mistake, extra not is mentioned here, otherwise it will be but not yet presented to the bank for payment. We have paid to a creditor. So remember, as soon as we make the payment, if you can recall the cash book, then what do we do is that as soon as we make the payment, okay, as soon as we make the payment, we deduct from the cash book. So 72,000 we have deducted. It is obvious that it has been deducted, okay, from the cash book. But what happened is that but was not yet presented in the bank. Not presented in the bank means the customer, sorry, the creditor did not go to the bank, he did not collect the money from the bank. मतलब बैंक से पैसा नहीं गया, बैंक में zero, no change, no change. Zero means no change here. From cash book, 72,000 has been deducted, but from the passbook there has been no change. So to make both the sides same, okay, this is our objective, to make cash book equal to passbook. To make both the sides same, we will see what is our base. Our base is cash book. So only change we can make in cash book. Cash book, all the changes you can make only in the cash book. So what shall we write in the cash book now so that it will be equal to passbook? Passbook is zero, no change, zero. So cash book is minus 72,000. So what shall we write? It should be plus 72,000 in the cash book, right? So that the total of both the sides are same. If you write plus 72,000 in the cash book, automatically you can see that both the sides total are matching. Okay, this side also 72,000, that side also 72,000. So both the sides total are matching. Okay, so now coming to the third one, third entry. So what is the third entry saying now? In the third entry, it is told that dividend received by the bank. If we invest in company, we can either get dividend or interest. If we invest in shares, we get the return as dividend. If we invest in debentures or as loan, we get interest in return. So here what are we getting? We are getting dividend. That means we have invested in shares. So that is not important. What is important is that dividend has been received by the bank, was not entered in the cash book. That means what has happened? We have received the dividend, it was not entered in the cash book, means cash book is zero. But what happened in the passbook? Passbook, this 5,000 has been added. Okay, in the passbook 5,000 rupees has been added, but nothing happened in the cash book. In the cash book there is no change. In the passbook there is a change of 5,000, addition of 5,000. So to make both the sides same, cash book equal to passbook, what we have to do is that we have to change the cash book, because there is no other option. Cash book is our base, so we have to make the changes in the cash book. So what we'll have to do is that we have to add here 5,000, then only both the sides will be same. Our motive is to make both the sides same, cash book equals to passbook. Okay, now I have to see what is the logic under that and all. Our motive is to make the changes, that is, what is the change we have to make? Our change is the value of cash book must be equal to the value of passbook. That is the main motive. Okay, now coming to the point number 4, what is told here? Check, interest allowed by the bank. Interest allowed matlab bank ne interest diya hai. Okay, bank has given interest of how much? 1,250. 1,250 bank has given the interest. So that means if bank is giving the interest, that means bank has put the entry in the passbook. If bank is giving the interest, that means very sure that bank has put the entry in the passbook. Okay, there's no doubt in that. Bank has put the entry in the passbook, but it also shows that there has been no entry in the cash book. Bank ने कर दिया, इसका मतलब क्या है कि कोई information यहाँ पे नहीं दिखाया. If there is no information given, that means we have not done any entry in the cash book. There has been only entry in the passbook of plus 1200, but there has been no change in the cash book. Okay, so what to do now? To make both the sides same, we have to do the changes only in the cash book. So what shall we do in the cash book now? If we write 1250 rupees plus, then both the sides are same. So this is the change what we are going to do. We are going to add 1250 rupees in the cash book also, so that both the sides are same. Now coming to the next one, that is point number 5. What is there in point number 5? The point number 5 says that check deposited in the bank. Okay, check deposited in the bank. What happened? Check deposited in the bank. Okay, for collection means we have given the check for collecting. We have given the check to the bank so that they will collect the money, but not collected by the bank up to 4th April 2016, 15,400. Try to understand. Check deposited into the bank for collection but not collected by the bank up to 4th April 2016, 15,400 rupees. Okay, so once we have deposited the check for collection, immediately we write it, we have got the money. So plus 15,400 I have added in the cash book. We assume that the money will be collected, but what has happened? The bank has not collected it. That means what? The bank has not collected means there is zero figure, zero amount in the figure that is lying in the passbook is zero. Okay, कोई changes नहीं हुआ है. 15,400 के लिए पासबुक में कोई कुछ नहीं लिखा गया है, जीरो लिखा गया है, कुछ नहीं हुआ है. There's nothing, so zero. Okay, so to make both the sides same, what you have to do? I'm repeating once again. We have deposited in the bank certain amount of check. The amount is 15,400, but bank has not collected it. It will take some time for the bank to collect. Okay, but immediately as we deposit, we write it that the money will be collected. So what has happened? We wrote that money has been collected, but it has not been collected, right? So there is plus 15,400 in cash book, but zero in the passbook. Zero in the passbook. So to make both the sides same, what you have to do? We have to bring the balance of cash book also to zero. How will you bring it? Minus 15,400, isn't it? Minus 15,400. Now the balance of both the sides are same. Clear? This is how we are going to show the entries. Okay, show the adjustment. Now coming to the next point, that is point number 6. What is mentioned? Bank charges of 200. There were bank charges of 200 rupees. Now try to understand. Bank charges of 200 rupees. Okay, this bank charges of 200 rupees, what is mean? What does it mean? There were certain amount of there are certain amount of money which is deducted by the bank for certain services like ATM charges, or if you transfer money from one account to another, there are certain charges that they deduct. In this way they have made a bank charges of 200 rupees. So what is the good thing is that as soon as the bank charges is done, bank immediately deducts the money from our account. So minus 200 has already been done from the passbook. Okay, but there has been no change in the cash book. Cash book will remain as zero. Okay, so to make both the sides same, what you have to do now? There is minus 200 lying in the passbook and there is zero in the cash book. So to make both the sides, you have to do minus 200 also in the cash book. So both the sides are same now. Okay, now coming to the next one, that is point number 7. What is given here? A check. Okay, a check deposited in the bank. You have deposited the check in the bank. So as soon as the check is deposited, it is added in the cash book. Okay, was dishonored, but no intimation received. A check was deposited in the bank and it was dishonored. Dishonored may be because of, dishonored का मतलब होता है कि बैंक ने उसको accept नहीं किया. So why does the bank did not accept? It may be because of the check was not properly signed, or the person who has given us the check was not having enough money in the bank account, or due to many other reasons the check has been dishonored, rejected. So we assume that as soon as we deposited, we added 320 rupees sana. So we added 320 rupees in the cash, that is the cash book. But actually what happened? It was dishonored, so the money did not come in the passbook. So it was zero in the passbook, isn't it? Zero in the passbook. So what you have to do to make both the sides same? Our base is cash book. So to make both the sides same, we have to adjust in the cash book. How will you adjust? We have to deduct 320, then only both the sides will be same, isn't it? If we deduct 320, then only both the sides will be same. Okay, so we'll deduct minus 320 rupees from the cash book, okay, to make it same with the passbook. Clear? Now the cash book and the passbook is same. Now coming to the next one, that is point number 8. What the point number 8 is saying is that bank paid house tax. Okay, bank has paid house tax. How much rupees house tax? 350 on our behalf. That means on behalf of the owner. But no information received from bank in this connection. Bank has paid the tax. Bank ने tax pay कर दिया. तो बैंक टैक्स पे करने के साथ साथ क्या करेगा? डिडक्ट कर देगा. 350 डिडक्ट कर देगा. But no information received, right? No information received means there is zero in the passbook. Sorry, cash book. No change in the cash book. But there is minus 350 in the passbook. Okay, now to make both the sides same, what you have to do? You have to bring the figure in the cash book equal to minus 350. How will you do? Just put minus 350. Finish. Now both the sides are minus 350, minus 350. So this is how you are going to match up the total of cash book and the passbook. Okay. Here cash book was the base, so we took all the adjustment in the cash book. Now if the passbook was the base, then all the adjustment will be done in the passbook. Okay, all the adjustment would have been done in the passbook. Clear? Now here the base was what? Cash book. So all the adjustment has been done in the cash book. Now we'll go for the solution. So this was point number 8 is over. So we will go for the solution now. So the format I have already shown you in the last class. What you have to do is that you have to make 3 columns. Left side will be particulars and 2 amount column. One will be plus item, one will be minus item. Plus item means all the items which are to be added will be put in the plus items, and all the items that are to be deducted will be put in the minus items. Okay. Clear? So we'll start with the base now. Point number 1, that is the base. Every time you have to start with the base, that is debit balance as per bank column of the cash book. So you can write as it is. Okay, while writing the sentences, you can mold it, you can use it as per your convenience, but make sure that it is giving a complete information. So debit balance as per bank column of the cash book. Okay, debit balance as per bank column of the cash book is 3,72,000. So that will come in the plus figure. It is there plus. So plus item 3,72,000. Okay. So what you can do is that you first of all put all the plus items, then you can put all the minus items, or you can do serial wise also. That will be 100% correct. Okay, no problem in that. So let's go to number 2. Check issued to a creditor but not yet presented. So what will you write the sentence? Check issued but not presented. In this way you can write down. Okay, to simplify the sentence. How much? 72,000. So plus 72,000. So what will you write? Add check issued but not presented for payment. Okay, check issued but not presented for payment. You can change the sentence. Here we have written it, check issued but not yet presented for payment. 72,000 will be put in the plus amount. Okay, because the change was to be done through plus 72,000. So it has been put here plus 72,000. Now coming to the third one, it was dividend received by the bank not entered in the cash book. So as it is, you can write down dividend received but not entered in the cash book. Okay, how much? It is also plus. So again it will be add dividend received by the bank not entered in the cash book. 5,000 will be put in the plus amount. Clear? Then coming to the next one, interest allowed by the bank 1,250. So this is in the plus again. So interest allowed by the bank, just write add interest allowed by the bank not entered in the cash book 1,250 in the plus column. Okay. Then coming to the next one, check deposited in the bank for collection but not collected by the bank. So what you will write? Check deposited but not collected by the bank. This way you can write down. Okay, how much? The amount is 15,400 and it is in minus, so we'll put in the minus. How will you write? Check deposited into bank but not collected by the bank. Okay, 15,400 in the minus. Then coming to the next one, bank charges 200 rupees. So you can directly write down bank charges 200 rupees not recorded in the cash book, or you can simply write down bank charges 200 rupees. It is minus, so it will put in the minus. Bank charges not recorded in the cash book 200 in the minus. Then coming to the next one, check deposited in the bank was dishonored, but no intimation received, 320 rupees. Check was dishonored and no information received. So you can write like this: check deposited was dishonored, but no information received. How much? 320 rupees in the minus. So you can mention it here. Check deposited into the bank, but dishonored, 320 rupees. Okay, you can add up no information received and all. Okay, these all things are totally dependent on you. You can write as per your convenient, but it should be giving a complete information. Okay, make sure that it gives the complete information. Then coming to the next one, paid, what is that? Bank has paid the house tax on our behalf, but no information received. How much? 350, again in the minus. So you can write down like that: payment of house tax by bank on our behalf, not entered in the cash book. Okay, payment of house tax by bank on our behalf, not entered in the cash book, 350 rupees in the minus. Okay, 350 rupees in the minus. After this, what will you do is that you have to find out in rough. After this, suppose it is over now. Okay, assume that it is over up to here. Then what will you do? You have to do in the rough. In the rough, just write like this: rough. Okay, and under that you find out the total of both the side. What is the total of plus side, and what is the total of minus side? Both the sides total, you find it out. Okay, so we can see that the plus side total is how much? 4,50,250. 4,50,250 rupees. And the minus side, it is for 15,400 plus 200, it is 15,600. Then 320, it is 15,920. Then again we have 300, that is coming to 16,270. Okay, 16,270 rupees. So this is the total of the minus side. So what will you do is that you have to find out the difference now. Which side is big? Plus side. So take the total of plus side on both the sides. 4,50,250 in the plus item also, and in the minus item also. It is nothing but like the balancing. Okay, balancing of debit and credit in the same way. Okay, here also we are going to do the balancing, like the balancing you have learned in the debit credit. Same way we are going to do the balancing here. So 4,50,250 in the plus, 4,50,250 in the minus. Now deduct from there 4,50,250. From there you deduct 16,270. Okay, so it is coming 4,33,980 rupees. Okay, so this is what? This is the extra side of which side? Plus or minus? Plus side ka extra hai na. So plus will be more favorable balance. So what will you write? You have started with debit balance as per cash book. So it will end up with the credit balance as per cash passbook. Okay, it will end up with a passbook. Or passbook में पैसा रहने का मतलब है credit balance. So that is why you will write credit balance as per passbook. How much? 4,33,980 rupees. Okay, the difference is 4,33,980 rupees. So that is your answer, the favorable balance. Okay, please see the first video properly to understand today's class also. That is the base. Okay, I hope all of you have understood this sum properly. In the next video, we will be learning about the favorable balance as per passbook. Okay, then we'll go for the unfavorable one, both as per cash book and passbook. Okay, I hope all of you have understood this concept, understood this sum properly. If it is not clear, please clarify. Okay, please call me and get your doubts cleared. I assume that all of you are going through the videos properly and understanding all the chapters properly. Okay, I have lots of hope on you all. You can do well. Please take care of your studies. You can definitely do extremely well. Okay, then we'll meet up in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.